Season 2, Episode 4. The Art of the Big Lie intro, Shadow Practice. Welcome to your shadow practice session. Today, we look at the line. We look at the truth. Focus on the V and W sounds. Notice the internal conflict. Master the English of social pressure. Let's begin. The script. If I held up a square and everyone in the room called it a circle, what would you say? You think you would speak the truth. You think your eyes are loyal to your brain. But in 1951, Solomon Asch proved that reality is a democracy. And if the majority wants to lie, your brain might just agree. This is the story of the Asch conformity test. A simple experiment with lines that revealed a complicated truth about the human soul. It is a story of social harmony, internal fear, and the death of the individual in the face of the group. The setup was deceptively simple. A group of 7 to 9 people sat in a room. But there was a shadow. Only one person was a real subject. The others were Confederates, actors working for Asch. The task was easy. A card was shown with a reference line. Then another card with 3 comparison lines, A, B, and C. One was clearly the same length. The others were clearly different. The audit was obvious. Even a child could see the answer. For the first few rounds, everyone gave the correct answer. It was boring. It was easy. But then the script changed. On the critical trial, the reference line was clearly the same as line C. But the first actor looked at the card and said, line A. The second actor, line A. The third, line A. The real subject freezes. They look at the lines. They look at their neighbors. They check their eyesight. It is clearly C. But the social pressure is building. The group is unanimous. The silence in the room is heavy. Now it is the subject's turn. What do? The data was terrifying. 75% of participants conformed at least once. They gave an answer they knew was false, simply to match the group. 32% conformed in every single trial. When Asch interviewed them later, he found 2 types of conformity. 1. Informational influence. They thought, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my eyes are bad. 7 people can't be wrong. They distrusted their own reality. 2. Normative influence. They knew the group was wrong. But they feared being the outsider. They feared the laughter. They feared the judgment. They chose to be wrong and safe, rather than right and alone. The audit of the Asch test is a blueprint for propaganda. It shows that a big lie doesn't need proof. It only needs frequency. If you hear the wrong answer enough times from enough people, your resistance begins to melt. Look at the world today. Look at the echo chambers of the internet. We live in digital rooms where everyone is pointing at line A. On Twitter, on TikTok, on Reddit. If the group decides that a person is evil or a fact is false, you see the conformity in real time. You see thousands of people repeating the same headline. If you speak the truth, you are downvoted. You are blocked. You are cancelled. So you conform. You post the same slogan. You share the same outrage. You deny your own observations to keep your social score high. Look at the corporate world. The CEO proposes a disastrous plan. In the boardroom, everyone nods. Everyone agrees. This is groupthink. No one wants to be the one who says, the emperor has no clothes. No one wants to break the harmony. This is how Standard Oil and Enron and BlackRock maintain control. Through the cowardice of the bystander who agrees with the group. Look at fashion and trends. Why do we buy things that look ugly? Why do we use apps we hate? Because the social line is A. And we don't want to be C. We trade our authenticity for acceptance. But Asch found a light in the shadow. The power of the dissenter. If only one other person in the group gave the correct answer, conformity dropped by 80%. Just one. One person speaking the truth gives permission for others to do the same. One no in a room of yes breaks the spell. This is the audit of courage. You don't need a revolution. You just need a partner. The lines are on the wall. The group is speaking. And the pressure is rising. Will you trust your eyes? Or will you trust the noise? The big lie is loud. But the simple truth is sharp. The group is a comfortable cage. But the truth is a cold wind. Stay sharp. The line is what it is, not what they say it is. Don't let the majority write your vision. The card is changing. The actors are waiting. And the mirror is watching.